this might be the most unplayable card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Let me tell you why. Okay, first off, let's look at its effect. So its effect states this card cannot be normal summoned set. This card cannot be special summoned except by offering one Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon on your side of the field as a tribute. Okay, that's not hard to do, huh? Increase the attack of this card by 300 points for each dragon type monster in your graveyard. You can negate the effect of spell, trap, and monster cards that designate this card. So keep in mind, only 300 points that it gets for each dragon monster in your graveyard. So you would have to have at least 5 in your graveyard for it to even equal the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Keep in mind the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon in itself, which is right here, is already a very hard card to summon. You have to have 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. Not the hardest, especially today's times. And you can also get it out of the graveyard. You can get it through other means. But nonetheless, you have to have 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons as summon material, or some type of fusion replacement, Hex Sealed Fusion, something like that. So you'll have to have this bad boy on the field magically, and in today's meta, especially going to be hard to do and keep it there, because with a big attack monster like that, people don't want it on the field, so they're probably going to pop it, or they're going to negate the activation of the Polymeres or something. So let's just theoretically say you get this bad boy on the field, and how many dragons would you have to have in the graveyard? You'd have to have at least 6 for it to be better. The only thing this does is you can negate the effect of a spell, trap, well, actually any cards. So you get to negate any effect of spell, trap, and monster cards that designate this card. That word designate is a weird one. You don't see that come up much anymore. So if it's a non-targeting spell or trap, then it's not really going to matter. And this thing's going to be basically useless. But even if, basically the goal of this is to hope that you have like 10 dragons in your graveyard, you pop this thing out, it has 6,000 attack. Old Yu-Gi-Oh, maybe that's a good thing, but now we're in the age where having a big attack monster doesn't always win you the duel. And even back then in Yu-Gi-Oh, this card would have still been very hard to summon, and it pretty much belongs in the movies, just to be honest with you. But I hope that was interesting, guys. Y'all have a good one.